Hi, welcome to Reading with Miss Momo. I'm so glad that you could join me today. Today we're going to read a book about teamwork. I think that we all need to start working together. We need to be a team. We need to realize that together we can do so much more than we could if we were just doing it by ourselves. So for the next few weeks, probably some of the books I'm going to read are going to be about teamwork. I hope that you'll tune in and watch on Reading with Miss Momo on my YouTube channel. I hope that you will like, share, subscribe, and check on the bell so that you can be alerted each time. I also have over 140 books that I have read, so you can go and check all the books I've read and see if there's some that might be your favorite. Please share them with your friends. I would like for you now to sit back and just enjoy listening to this wonderful book about working together. The Ants Who Couldn't Dance, written by Susan Rich Brooke, illustrated by Paul Nichols, and it is published by Sunbird Books. On a bright sunny day, some ants, a big bunch, were waiting together to bring home their lunch. As they listened to music, the ants took a chance, but try as they might. What do you think they're trying to do? They're listening to music, they're at a picnic. What do you think they might be doing? Look at the radio's going, the adults are doing something. The ants couldn't dance. And here they all are, they're trying to dance. They want to dance because the music is so awesome. You see, dancing for ants is especially tricky. They have 3 left feet, which are really sticky. The ants couldn't swing or shimmy or shrug. They couldn't even dance the jitterbug. So here the ants are trying to dance, and there's a bee, and the bees are playing, and the ladybug's dancing, everybody's dancing, but the ants just can't seem to dance. The picnic is over, one ant called to the rest. It was time to do what the ants do best. They lifted the food that was left behind and marched away in a long, straight line. That's what ants do. They carry their food with them, and they march in a line. Oh, look, let's see what happens. A squirrel shook her tail to say, "How do you do?" Which made the ants wish they had tails to shake too. "Will you teach us some moves?" they asked the squirrel, but the ants couldn't shake or twist or twirl. The squirrel could shake and twist and twirl, but the ants just couldn't do it. Try as they might, their dance moves felt wrong, so the ants formed a line and marched along. They reached a puddle, and without breaking stride, they built a bridge to the other side. And here they are, building the bridge, working together, holding on to each other, and building a bridge to get to the other side. And what is this? A beaver. A beaver is out there watching the ants building a bridge. What does a beaver build? He builds a dam, doesn't he? A beaver waved hi to the ants on their route, which made the ants wish they had hands to spread out. "Will you teach us some moves?" Nothing too big, but the ants couldn't clap or tap or jig. The beaver would clap, he could tap, and he could jig, and they couldn't do any of that. The ants tried their best, but it just wasn't good. As they formed a new line and marched through the wood, they reached a tree, and without standing still, they dug in the dirt to make their hill. So see, ants make an ant hill, and that's what they're doing, and they do that well. They work together doing that. And here are all the other animals in the woods watching as the ants make their hill. A bird flapped hello to watched the ants while they bustled, which made the ants wish they had feathers that rustled. Will you teach us some moves? We're willing to try. But the ants couldn't dip or flip or fly. He could dip, he could flip, and he could fly, and the ants couldn't do any of that. They keep wishing for something that they don't have, aren't they? That's it, said one ant. I can't lift, build, and dig, but I'll never be able to twirl, dip, or jig. It's time to give up on my dancing dream. Then another one said, hey, what if? They can lift, build, and dig, but they can't twirl, dip, and jig. And another ant said, what if? What do you think the what if is? He's saying, what if, let's think about this. What if we dance as a team? Here's the light bulb moment. He has a light bulb come on. That's when you have an epiphany or an idea, and it comes to you. And he had the idea, what if they dance as a team? Because that's how they do things the best, as a team. And just like that, without taking a rest, the ants all did what the ants do best. They formed a line that stretched out wide, then marched together from side to side. So they marched from side to side, holding hands, doing like a little line dance, side to side, holding hands, working together. They marched in and out and up and down and back and forth and round and round. They formed a circle, a star, and a heart, doing together what they couldn't apart. They did all the things that they couldn't do if they were by themselves, but working together. Look, they made stars, hearts, circles, and all the other bugs are watching, and they're amazed. They are just so amazed. Thou teach us, one of them said, to stop saying can't. A line dance is just the right dance for an ant, and marching not all an ant can do. There's lift, said another, on the count of two. They had another idea. They could lift things. So what do you think they did? The ants used their strength and teamwork skills to build a dance pyramid high as the hills. Soon the forest was filled with claps and chants and whistles and cheers. Look at the ants. They've done a pyramid, a dance pyramid. The ants who could dance. The ants figured it out, how they could hold on to each other and they could dance as a dance team. Wasn't that fun? They learned not to say can't, but to learn to say we'll figure it out. There's bound to be a way that we can figure this out. Sometimes there are things that you might not can do as well as someone else, but you need to take time to try to figure out what it is you can do, or how could you do it a different way. I know sometimes math is hard. Sometimes science is hard. Sometimes reading might be hard. It might be hard for you to learn the way that other people learn, but you can figure out another way to learn. You need to ask someone to maybe help you, or maybe just come up with an idea. There are ideas and creativity. There are things that you can do. Everyone has something that they're good at. So think about what you're good at and figure out how you can use that in everything you do in everyday life. And work together as a team. That's the best part. When you have other people helping you, ask for help. Ask other people to do it with you. Working together with teamwork is the winner every time. I made a little dancing ant with some paper. I've made them into loops, and my little ant can dance. I put it on a ruler, and he can dance. Maybe you can make a dancing ant puppet if you would like. Or maybe you could write a little story about things you can do, or things that you could do together as a team. Or maybe get a group together and y'all do a little play or a little dance and figure out your own little dance routine of what you can do and how you can do. There are all kinds of things that you can do with this fun book. The ideas in it are really fun. Maybe on each page you can do the movements. When they say the movements, you could do the movements. I hope that you'll watch this video and have fun with it afterwards. Until we meet again, smile and be happy. God bless.